All right, welcome back to Reflections, everyone, where we talk about all things Church of Christ with the Elijah Message. It is good to spend this time with you. So last video, we talked about the appearance of the messenger. But in this video, I want to talk about something that's really interesting about the appearance and the being of the messenger. So let's go to the word of the Lord brought to mankind by an angel. Let's go to section 91. Verse 10. I was a prophet in my days on earth. I am not another person, nor any other person is me. Each person is a child of themselves. It is given once for mankind in this life of probation, once to die. In the resurrections, all mankind shall be resurrected. And we're going to be talking about that idea of the resurrections, the first and second resurrection, in a little later on. I am now a resurrected being, in and with the redeemed of the Lord. I am body and flesh and bone. I bear the Spirit of the Lord. I speak His words. It is the Christ words, thou shalt judge all men. Therefore, He cannot use man filled with selfishness of his own way. Therefore, come out of the ways of sin and self, pride. Those things that you lust after. It's not just physical lust, it's lust after the ego, lust of self, the lust of money, the lust of recognition, the lust of pride, of the self. Let's go to message 97. Verse 21. I am John the Baptist, a resurrected being. I am body, flesh and bone. As you see me, I am your fellow servant. I will come again, as the Lord will direct. I leave peace with you. Publish this message with the rest. Amen. This idea that the messenger is a being of body of flesh and bone is really interesting, but it's also really important. So I want to go just for a moment to the Utah Doctrine and Covenants. Section 129. The prophet Joseph Smith says this: there are two kinds of beings in heaven, namely angels, who are resurrected personages, having bodies of flesh and bone. For instance, Jesus said, handle me and see, for a spirit hath not flesh and bones, as you see me have. Secondly, the spirits of just men made perfect, they who are not resurrected but inherit the same glory. When a messenger comes saying he has a message from God, offer him your hand and request him to shake hands with you. If he be an angel, he will do so, and you will feel his hand. If he be the spirit of a just man made perfect, he will come in his way of glory, for that is the only way he can appear. Ask him to shake hands with you, but he will not move, because it is contrary to the order of heaven for a just man to deceive, but he will still deliver his message. If it be the devil as an angel of light, when you ask him to shake hands, he will offer you his hand, and you will not feel anything. You may therefore detect him. These are the three grand keys whereby you may know whether any administration is from God. That's really interesting. So an angel giving a message you know is from God, because he is a body of flesh and bone. And it's interesting here, and we're going to be getting to this a little later on, but even though Satan is an angel, he fell before the temporal creation, so he did not inherit a body. And so that's why he's an angel, but not a body of flesh and bone. It's interesting. The reason this is important is because multiple times when the messenger comes to a scribe, there's physical contact. And this allows the scribe and us to know that this is the angel of the Lord with a message to give. Let's go to the book of Leviticus for a moment, because blood isn't mentioned. And we got a hint here of why blood isn't in the resurrection. Leviticus 17, verse 11. For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that maketh atonement for the soul. So the blood is given in the temporal life, and it's not in the resurrection. Jesus shed his blood on the cross of Calvary to atone. And so in the resurrection then, the giving of the blood, there is no atonement in the resurrection. There is no blood, because you've already been atoned. Let's go to message 1, and the word of the Lord brought to mankind by an angel. I was not thinking about the church at all at the time, but was about to doze a little, when all at once someone gave me a slap on my shoulder. He slapped me real hard, and I looked up and saw the form of a man standing just a little way from me in the light of the door. Let's go to message 3. He placed his hand on my shoulder. Message 5. I awoke when he laid his hand on my head. So the messenger slaps him on the shoulder, touches his shoulder, lays his hand on his head. Let's go to message 106. He took me by my right hand, as he had times before, saying, take the message I will give you. Message 110. We shook hands. He began to speak. I began to write. So he takes him by the hand and he shakes his hand. Let's go to message 149. It's one of my favorites when it comes to this. It's so wonderful. Message 149. When the messenger appeared unto me, he lifted me from where I was and embraced me as would a father unto a son. He held me as I wept. His presence and his love filled me with peace. And he took a tablet from my desk and said, take the message which the Lord has sent me unto you. That's amazing. Do you imagine an angel embracing you? It's like heaven embracing you. The feeling of comfort and warmth and peace that you would feel in the arms of an angel. And to read the messenger weeping as he's being held. The scribe, sorry. Weeping as he's being held by the messenger. What an amazing thought to have. What an amazing moment to think about and reflect on. It's quite beautiful. It's quite remarkable. My brothers and sisters, it's been wonderful spending this time with you. Ponder these things in your heart. Pray about them. Read the scriptures. Allow the messages to speak to you. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, I invite you into the Elijah Message House.